and welcome to Talk with the Titans, live from London, UK, all the way to the US of A and worldwide. I am your host, Callum L, and this is Talk with the Titans, where the Titans talk and the audience get to participate. On tonight's show, the show is entitled Kemet on Trial. Now, tonight's show is going to be a little bit different from our usual scheduled shows. Usually we have presentations followed by discussions and then the debate. But tonight, we're going to have a Royal Rumble style discussion. It's going to be a free-for-all where the Kemetic science community is going to be going back and forth with the Hebrew community. We've even got the Moors in here, the Muslims in here. We've got everybody within inside of the studios today who is somebody. So we're going to have this discourse. We're going to have it out. Kemet on trial. It's been a long time coming. I know these Kemetic brothers have been getting at you. If you're part of any religion, if you're a Hebrew Israelite, a Christian, a Muslim, whatever the case may be, you know, we have the atheists or the Kemetic science crew just going back and forth with you. But now, this is your chance to let loose your grievances. Anything that you have to say about Kemet and what these people hold to be true, please ring in, please comment, let us know your grievances against Kemet. Don't forget, hashtag Talk with the Titans, leave your comments down below. All right, in the studios today, we have Brother Jonathan. Brother Jonathan from the Amun-Ra squad. Please say hello to everybody.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing out there? Greetings to all the listeners, all the brothers in the studio. Callum L, how you doing?
Peace, God. Peace. Everything is fine here. I can't wait for this. I know you're up in the debate coming up, so I know you've got to keep your mouth real zipped and real quiet. But please, just let us, give us something that we can chew on. All right, next in the studios, we have Brother Issa from the UK represent. Please, brothers, mute your mics. Listening in, please mute your mics. We've got Brother Issa from the UK representing Shia Muslims and Quranic Islam. Please, greet us.
Hotep Salam, brothers. Everyone listening. I think it's going to be awesome. This is something which really needs to be tackled. Salam, brothers.
Thank you, Brother Issa. And please, I must remind my panelists, please keep your mics muted until we come to you. Okay, next up in the studios, we have our brother Alvin. Brother Alvin done a wonderful discourse debunking Shakka Ahmose's claims. He is an Hebrew Israelite. If you haven't been on his page, please visit this brother. He's a very articulate brother. Brother Alvin, please, shalom, greet us.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Yo, I'm real happy to be here and bring some context into everything, because I'm not an enemy of Egypt. I just want to put everything in the proper context of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Wow, we actually have a full house. I know everybody out there, I can see your messages. Yes, we've got a full house, so I apologize that we can't have you in, but keep trying. Maybe one of our panelists may drop out and you can actually come in. Wow, we've got an interesting show ahead of us. So I'm actually going to open it up where you can see all of our panelists. We actually have Brother Ankh from the Amun-Ra squad there with us today. We've got Brother Panahisi, part of the Hebrew War Machine. We've got Brother Lion. We've got Brother Lord Abba. Brother Lord Abba representing... what is he representing again? I'm forgetful. I know he's representing the Moors of America. So please, we've got Brother Carbon from Carbon Radio. We've got a packed house. This is going to be interesting. This is the Titans themselves. Okay, so now let me see. We've got Brother Jonathan here. So Brother Jonathan, are you here with us?
Yes, I am.
All right, Brother Jonathan. I know you're up in this debate. Please let us know, like, what got you involved? What got you involved? How did you get involved with this, like, this gigantic, this momentum occasion that it is the Hebrew Israelites versus the Kemetic community? It looks like a big Royal Rumble, you know, three-man tag match. How did you get involved with this?
Good question. I took a trip to New York, and I'm trying to recall the actual reason why I took the trip. But it's the Zulu Nation 41st anniversary, and after the 41st anniversary of the Zulu Nation, I rolled over to see Sonetta, and he, good brother Sonetta, made some time for me to get into his studios and address some of the claims that were out, and after which, I guess people want their chance to rebut some of the things I said or what have you. So I was contacted, and we put it together and making it happen. It's going to be a wonderful thing, beautiful thing. And if y'all could support, the best way to support is to get out to the debate and represent. You know what I'm saying? If you can't support, we also got a Magi research fund set up that I like to let the people know about. You know what I'm saying? Because I really got a lot of things I need to do. I also want to bring out the whole Amir Ross squad and other guest speakers. I need to not let that be a burden on them financially. And I know y'all would love to see the squad in the house helping break down some of the, you know what I mean? But as well as I'm working on the book, Magi, the handbook. Actually, it's done, but it should be out February 8th. Magi, a handbook for the conscious community, that will basically put an end to all of the pseudoisms in the conscious community, pertaining to Kemet anyway.
Okay, and you have a WordPress. You actually have a blog as well, called rapgod.wordpress.com. Is that correct?
Yes. Rapgod.wordpress.com. You can find a lot of my information on there. And honestly, just to keep it real, it's a lot of just blogs, and so it's a lot of loosely edited articles, but real good material in there. And my book will be a collection of those articles as well as some of my newest research that is really some of the most groundbreaking research I've ever been involved with. And it's all spawned by topics that are hot in the conscious community, as I could say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, check out the WordPress just to get the free information all the time. You also can go there to help support this research so we can help bring the house down on February 8th in New York.
Excellent. So if we wanted to fund you, if we wanted to actually put some money towards your research, people from the Kemetic community, if we wanted to actually put some money towards your research and help you out and help this information to come out to the public, how can we...
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, if we wanted to get this information out, how do we actually fund you? How do we get the funds towards you?
Oh, well, there is a GoFundMe, Magi Research at GoFundMe. And you could give micro donations, 50 cents, $1. We've actually harnessed a lot of support already, and I appreciate that. Magi up to all our supporters out there. Straight up is a big, because you helping get some of this stuff we need done. We coming through with a state of the art presentation, like never seen before, and it should be cool. Yeah, it should be wonderful.
Wow. I'm just checking it out right now. I don't know if everybody can see my screen on YouTube land. YouTube land, let me know if you can actually see my screen. But we have your GoFundMe page up right now. The Magi of Kemet, the Vanguards of Kemet, and I see already you have $1,380 that's been raised already by 30.
Yeah.
In this is phenomenal. 6 days you was able to raise so much.
Well, you know what? We're gonna show them how much support we can gain, because they want the truth out there. And fortunately, pertaining to some of these erroneous claims right now, I got the scimitar and I'm bringing it. I mean, I hate, and so but just to keep it 100, there are a lot of things I need to do in order to just bring it down, in order for this presentation to be received on the academic level, so it won't be a cardboard presentation, as well as other field. I got secrets, but we want to do field research and show y'all on camera a lot of this stuff in y'all face, so it could be irrefutable. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I need to give a shout out to all the people that supported you already. We have brother Aaron Samuels that's donated $100 to you. We've got brother Hotep Kemet, I believe that is brother Hufu, who's part of the Team Osiris, who's donated $10 already to you. We've got Travis Lawrence, who's donated $50 to you. We even got brother Ishmael Bey, part of the Amun-Ra squad, that's donated $25 to you. So this is amazing. People are actually funding you and supporting the movement. I know I'll be funding and supporting the movement straight after this, and I'm here in the UK, so if you need anything from me from the UK, let me know. The British Library, the British Museum, I'll be taking a trip out there on the weekend, so if you need anything, please let me know. Brothers and sisters out there, if you want to help out the Kemetic community, let them know what resources that you have available. But please check out the Magi GoFundMe account. It's amazing things that is being done at the moment, that's being brought to you. So, thank you, Brother Jonathan. Is there anything else that you would like to add for our people out there?
No, just thanks for all the support, and thanks for supporting the Magi Amun-Ra squad. And February 8th, we're gonna try to bring the house down. Let's have a nice dialogue.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And we have Brother Ankh, the real Black Atheist. The real Black Atheist. I don't know if you're out there, if you can hear us, if you're live, if you're able to speak. We welcome you.
I'm here. I'm here, bro. What's good? You hear me? Peace. What's good, brother? Your phone breaking up.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Brother Ankh. All right. So, Kemet on trial. Kemet on trial. Please let us know your grievances about Kemet. Okay, we've got brothers coming in later on. We've got future shows coming up. We've got brother Asar Hotep, the founder of the Endele Institute. He'll be discussing some linguistics with us and the African languages and how it relates to the Bible, the concepts in the Bible. So if you want to see this, this is Friday the 19th. We've got him coming into the studio, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're listening in and you're fresh listening in, please subscribe down below to Callum L, and you can see every single future that's coming up or past episodes that we've done already. So please just press the subscribe button down below if you want to see more of the Titans, if you want to see more of the Amun-Ra squad, you want to see more of people like Dr. Ali Muhammad, more of Guerrilla Hebrew, more of Israel Doctrine, etc., etc., etc. We have so much people that pass through our studios weekly. So if you want to see more of these people, please just press the subscribe button down below. All right. So I want to know, is everybody looking forward to this debate? Do you think this is going to be a groundbreaking debate, or is it going to be the same old tired debates? Personally, I have not seen a debate so far that is tired. I think that the information is going to be really, really, really strong. We're going to learn a thing or two, and it actually might change our concept of the Hebrew Israelites and even change the concept of the Kemetic crew. So I'm inviting our audience out there to please let me know, what are your thoughts about this upcoming debate, February the 8th, Hebrew Israelites versus the Kemetic science community, Kemet on trial. Let me know. Brother Alvin, I'm going to open it up to you.
Yo.
Brother Alvin, let me know.
About the debate?
Yes, about the debate.
Well, it's kind of weird because Kemet on trial is like, well, what do you put them on trial about? Like, my main thing as far as Kemet is what is Kemet going to tell me to do tomorrow to make me a better man that I'm not doing today? You know what I'm saying? It's not so much as a condemnation as what do you have to offer? Because so far, whenever I look at people, you know, people involved in the Kemet ideology or whatever, it's all focused on condemning the Bible. It's false, it's fake. But it's almost like Obamacare and Republicans. It's like the Republicans, you know, they down Obamacare but never give an alternate replacement to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not so much of a condemnation as what is it that you have to offer that I don't already have. You know what I'm saying? Like if people find some type of strength and comfort in the ways of Kemet, you know, I ain't gonna knock them if that's their thing. But if you want me to change what I'm doing, you have to present a case to where I'm like, yeah, you're right. I need to leave this and go over here to Kemet. Because in reality, there's this family in the Middle East, North African Middle East, and it consists of Babylon, Egypt, and Israel. Okay? See, Abraham was a Babylonian. Okay, he came from the town of Ur. So what happens is the seed of Babylon goes inside of Mother Egypt. And for 400 years, she labored. The Israelites labored. Okay? And then she birthed forth a new nation. So I don't have a problem calling Egypt Mother Egypt. Okay? I don't got a problem with that when you just look at what happened. The Israelites was there, they formed there, they grew there, they incubated there, and she gave birth to a new nation. But something happens after you give birth. You cut the umbilical cord off. And the scissors that's used to cut that is called the Torah. 613 ways not to be Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? So
Hold on. You just said something mad controversial right there. The Torah is 613 ways not to be a Egyptian, not to be a Kemite. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know this brother. Whoo! This brother is.
I'm just saying, look, this is what it is.
Can I come into that, please?
No.
Well, I'm going to say this last thing. And when I say that, it's not even a disrespectful thing, because this is what it is. As an Israelite, if you tell me to go back to the ways of Kemet, you're literally telling me to go back inside my mother's womb. I'm a grown man. I have my own promised land. That, you know, you must leave your mother and go find your own wife. So I left Kemet. No disrespect.
Thank you. What? Oh my gosh. So we've got this Hebrew Israelite saying, okay, we acknowledge that Kemet may possibly be our mother. We did, you know, foster ourselves in that land, but we have now cut loose. And we do not want to acknowledge and recognize our mother no more. We are our own man. We have 613 ways not to be like the mother itself. This is very interesting. I don't know what our audience out there has to say about what this brother is saying, but please let us know. I want to hear your thoughts upon what he is saying. Please leave your comments down below. Sorry, well, it's actually to the right-hand side. So leave your comments down on the right-hand side, and we'll read it out if you say something very interesting. We'll read it out for everybody to hear. Okay, so I'm going to open it up for somebody else out there.
Peace.
To give us some commentary. Other Isa.
Okay. Can I respond to what the brother just said with my answer?
No, please just let us know about Kemet on trial.
Okay. Well, I think the concept of Kemet on trial in this regard is obviously in relation to not just Kemet as, let's say, the Hebrews would have seen it if they were the one excavating it and researching it. It's to do with the particular brothers, Ra Squad, etc., or the Afrocentric community, how they present Kemet and how they present it in relation to the Hebrews getting their knowledge from there. So that's the context from what I can see. So within that context, it seems to be the argument is the science of Kemet that's being presented by the Afrocentric community, is it better for black people than what any others have? So therefore, that's the trial, it seems. Does it have better morals? Does it have a better system? Does it have better ways of elevating our people, uniting them, etc.? So in that sense, I would say that has yet to be presented to be the case. So we can say that the Hebrew Israelites, generally I would say it's because they've been here longer, because we came out of slavery with the Christianity, with the Bible, we were quite familiar with it. Whereas the Kemetic thing is, you know, we needed many scholars to write. So we've got Dr. Ben, we've got Sheikh Anta Diop, Fifala Benga, all of these brothers write, or sheikhs writing all of this wisdom, and we're putting it together. So now what they're saying is, well, let's see how this works and does the job that you're claiming it can do. That to me is this, you know, on trial. So at the moment it's going to be, can they explain, can they express it and show that it will do better than what other things are going to do? Because you can't just, you know, say it and go out on the street and it's just going to change everything magically. But at least if you can show that, yeah, look, we've got this science here and it will do this based upon, you know, what we know.
Kalim, your mic is muted.
Okay, my mic was muted. I apologize, people out there. So we have a whole host of ancestors out there that has given us the platform. The most recent ancestors being Theophilo Benga, Sheikh Anta Diop, Dr. Ben, etc. Giving the Kemetic community or the Afrocentric community a way of doing things. Now, can the Kemetic community, you know, put those things in operation and make it worthwhile? That is to be answered at the debate, February 8th. Kemet on trial. So I want to open it up now to Israel Doctrine. I see Israel Doctrine is in the studios. Israel Doctrine, if you're free to talk, let us know. Just unmute your mic and let us know.
Well, hopefully my internet connection working pretty good. Peace to everybody on the board. I know I was here earlier. I dropped off. Y'all probably did a little backbiting and talking while I was gone, but please welcome me back. I'm in peace now. I'm in peace mode. But Kemet on trial. I'll put them on trial for the fact that they take the scholars and they totally disrespect them. Dr. Ben being the most, all know that he was born into quote unquote the Hebrew Israelite or the Israelite nationality or religious system, whichever one you want to choose. He wrote a book, We the Black Jews, right? Claiming to be a part of the black Jews, the Ethiopian Jews to be exact, you know. And when I brought out that scholarship, which, you know, Dumb and Ross Squad and other, you know, Kemetic people, you know, even Shakka Ahmose said Dr. Ben is like his, you know, godfather, whatever. You know, they had a lot to say about the man's scholarship. So if I was going to put him on trial, then that's what I'd do. How you can take the elders and tell us that others was not sound in their scholarship. He did the chronology of the Bible. In the chronology of the Bible, which Uncle brought out on a couple didn't hang out, he say that Moses was an African, you know. So if Moses was an African, was his people African? And how do we define Africa at this point? Being in the continent of Africa, which Egypt is in there, right? Or the land of the Hamitic people, or the Hamites, which from a biblical standpoint is one of the sons of Noah that birthed the so-called Africans, right? So the land of
Okay, I think his line or connection has gone faulty. Can everybody hear me? Brother, Brother Israel, your line is faulty. I'm going to actually invite Lord Abba to actually give us his thoughts on Kemet on trial. Please, Lord Abba, if you are there, I'm going to welcome you in. So please let us know your thoughts on Kemet on trial. Lord Abba. Okay. So I don't think he's able to speak at the moment. I'm actually going to pass it on now to Brother Patar. Brother Patar, let me know your thoughts. Kemet on trial. What are you expecting from
can you hear me?
momentous debate?
Yeah, I'm gonna defer to the Black Moor and let Lord Abba go ahead and speak his piece.
All right.
Islam, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you, Lord Abba.
Okay, yeah. Yo, Islam, I'm not a Black Moor. I just want to correct the brother. I'm just a Moor. No such thing as black people. Israel Doctrine, nobody's talking about you. You're not that important, brother. I'm just here listening and taking notes because I'm just trying to see where all of this is going with Kemet being on trial. You know, when we say Kemet on trial, what part of Kemet, which time period? Are we talking about first dynastic or second dynastic Kemet? Are we talking about Ptolemaic, the Ptolemaic dynasty? What part of Kemet is on trial? It's just not so cut and dry. And when I hear a lot of the arguments, everybody seems to take a lot of different things out of context. And yeah, I do have a dog in this fight based on the fact that I understand that Egypt represents Ham, point blank. And we have Hebrew Israelites that say that Ham represents some cursed, or they're not related to whomever, but Ham represents the progenitors of the race. So, I'm just here kind of taking notes and seeing where a lot of these brothers are going with. I have some issues with brothers from the Kemetic community. Our brother, the rap god, Jonathan Owens. We have our issues about Islam being found in ancient Egypt, something that I've easily proven, and I'm putting together a dissertation to refute his Tameri piece, which is going to be sound, like I always do. And I'm just here taking notes, brother. I ain't really got too much to say. I'm just listening in. If I have something to say later, I'll add on.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Lord Abba. Lord Abba. It's always great to have or to speak with Lord Abba. His scholarship definitely is on point. You need to check out his scholarship. He has tons of articles out there, so please support our brother Lord Abba. He does great things, for scholarship in general. I was going to actually say for Muslims and Moors, but for scholarship in general, he has sound pieces out there. So please support this brother. Next, I'm going to move it on to Brother Poverty, Carbon Radio. Let us know your thoughts on Kemet on trial. Let us know. Brother Carbon, are you there?
I thought Brother Patar was up.
Okay, Brother Carbon seems like his mic is still muted. So yeah, Brother Patar, let us know your thoughts. Kemet on trial. What are you expecting?
Absolutely. First, I want to pardon self to Lord Abba. Didn't want to give him that title. I know he carries the white title. But we want to put Kemet on trial. That is definitely ridiculous, because that is like slaughtering yourself. And I would reach back to Muhammad and ask the question, who taught you to hate yourself? Why would you deny and sever yourself from your mother? Talking about the placenta and cutting the umbilical cord. Are you mad? Africa has all the resources. If we could just gather and go back to Kemet or go back to Africa or our cable land or the motherland, I think we would have a fight against all oppression. But I just wanted to chime in on that and maybe raise and bring the Holy Spirit or the Ka and raise my Kundalini energy. Now, they say put Kemet on trial, because if we leave Christianity or we leave Hebrewism or whatever other religion, what do you plan to give us?
And Kemet, or Africa, has plenty to give, not just Ma'at and the negative admonitions, but it has plenty of customs and traditions and culture and love to give to our people. It makes our children stand upright. It makes them proud. You know, we want to say, oh, evil Egypt, oh, evil Pharaoh. I will never any longer sit in a pulpit or agree with a pastor who says, destroy Egypt, God destroy Egypt, against Egypt, to be a sympathizer of a Jewish religion. No, never. And you want to make African? If it was African, it would have been in Africa and stayed in Africa. That's all I have. And I want this debate not to come with just strict scholarship. If they want to get ratchet, get ratchet. I want this debate. This needs to be a titanic debate. I want them to go at each other with scholarly evidence and artifacts and culture, but I want the flavor and the feel. If they want to battle, let's battle and do this thing once and for all. No play. And that's what I got to say about that.
Jeez, you heard our brother Shesmu Patang speak. Damn. If it's going to be ratchet, let it be ratchet. If it's going to be scholarship, let it be scholarship. Wherever the weather, whenever the weather, we don't care because we're here like Nebuchadnezzar. We're on this thing. I'm loving this talk. This talk is getting all pumped. But right about now, we need to go now to the Lion himself. I know this brother is just itching to speak. Brother Lion, let me know your thoughts on this upcoming debate. Let me know.
Well, first of all, whole chat and peace to everybody here. Like to represent the RBG Pan-African movement that also encompasses the Kemetic when it gets here on the February.
I have to.
Why all of a sudden we Kemet on trial now? Because Kemet was on trial back when the Bible was written. You understand? So this is our second trial. These guys are just going through their first, and so they're trying to respond. And you know the evidence will be laid out on the 8th. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty basic. I'm not gonna try and act like Brother Jonathan is way over me, so everything he said I don't need to repeat because he's over me with the scholarship. But February 8th, Kemet gonna stomp the Hebrew Israelites. It's that simple.
Hey, let me say something.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Kemet is going to stomp the Hebrew Israelites. Damn, did you hear that? I think Kemet's going to start. I think the brothers like Jonathan, who's very versed with the hieroglyphs and very versed with the sciences of Kemet. I could see it already. He's got his Jordans out, drawing pictures of the Kemetic community, putting it on the insole of his shoes, and he's just stepping on it right now. And every day he's just walking over the Hebrew Israelites. Damn! Oh my gosh. Hey, Kemet. Hey, no, you know what? Not even Kemet. I'm never leaving the Kemet out of this, man. The Hebrew Israelites, stand up. I want to hear you go fierce. Don't let these brothers walk over you like that. Come on, man. Stand up. But anyway,
stacking this whole time, though.
Carbon Radio, please.
Let me know.
They've
been stacking this whole time. We just have the jet.
Our brothers and sisters out there, if you're listening in, please keep your mics muted. Respect the cipher. We have literally 3 rules in this this actual discussion, and the 3 rules stand as this. First, keep your mics muted. Second of all, respect another person's cipher. Let them speak when they're speaking. Don't interrupt. And the third one is please no swearing. This is a family-friendly zone, PC-friendly. You know, I've got my little siblings listening in. So please, I'm going to ask you to respect our audience, respect the guest, and please respect yourself first and foremost. Okay, but I'm going to bring it on now to Brother Carbon, Brother Poverty, Carbon Radio. Let us know your thoughts on this debate.
Yeah, well, I think it's a big debate. I believe that about that Egypt, was put on the line, and the brothers had to answer certain sensitive questions, because it's just been one-way traffic. They always got the Hebrews in the back corner. It's only fair, it's only right that the Egyptian brothers, the Egyptologists or whatever, they answer questions. So at the end of the day, we live in we have to be fair to our people. You see what I'm saying? So you can't just keep on questioning the Bible, questioning this, that, and the other, and then you don't even know nothing about it. And we already know now there's a lot of contention over Egypt, and I'll find it interesting to know what timelines each one of you brothers go by, because some people go by Dr. Ben's timeline. That's about 32, 35 BC, 100 BC. Some people go with Manito, 57, 58,000 BC. So it'll be interesting to see if you brothers, just like the Hebrews, not all of them agree on the scripture and books and stuff like that. They agree on the name being the Hebrew Israelite, but I want to see if it should be this. It's probably the same case with you brothers. Whose information are you dealing with? Are you dealing with Breasted's information? Are you dealing with Champollion's information? Are you dealing with Dr. Ben's information? Are you dealing with Petrie? You see what I'm saying? And if you're dealing with a lot of them white scholars, they're racist. So there's a lot of things that we have to deal with. Have you travelled out there? Because with Egypt, when you're dealing with African history, you have to go out there and check that out yourself before you be, start talking about it, really. Because the devil, we know, he's taken out all the valuable artifacts out of it. Bottom line, even if the Hebrews did exist and the devil was hiding it, the devil would hide it. He would take their information and hide it somewhere. He would do that if he's trying to hide such a thing from our people. You see what I'm saying? And we've got to understand as well that I would like to know what was going on in when do we get the changing of the races in Egypt, and what was kind of stuff that the priesthoods were doing, and they have a lot to answer for in terms of we can say easily historically they sold out Africa. They started working with the dirty road.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Carbon Radio, for that. Wow. So many questions that's going to be put forth to the Kemetic community. Oh my days. Kemet, are you ready? Are you actually prepared? Let us know. I want to know, are you actually prepared for this debate? Because it don't seem like you are putting in that work. Are you putting in that work secretly and you just don't know about it? Damn. But please, everybody out there, if you're liking what you're hearing so far, please just give us a big thumbs up on YouTube. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your comments. I want to know what you think about this upcoming debate. Furthermore, I want to know, who are you rocking with? Who are you rocking with? Are you with the Hebrew community, or are you rocking with the Kemetic community? Who do you think is actually going to win this debate? I don't want no biasness, please. No biasness. If you're rocking with Kemet but you think the Hebrews are coming stronger, just say Hebrews look like they're kind of strong out there. That brother Danyaahla is one smart brother. Priest Danyaahla, one smart brother. He said he gave us one thing. He said, take my Hebrew away from me and give me what? That line there, that was a powerful line. That stumped me for a while. I don't know about everybody else in the Kemetic community if that stumped them, but that was a strong line right there. If you take my Hebrewism away from me, what are you going to replace it with? What are you going to replace it with? How is my life going to improve? Well, please, everybody out there, please subscribe right now. Subscribe right now if you want to keep up to date and in tune with what's going on. We've got a Shar AOC coming on the 19th of December. That's this Friday, one of our emergency episodes. Usually our shows are weekly Wednesdays. Every week on a Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are here live and direct. Okay? But we've got a Friday emergency episode with Shar AOC. Stay tuned to that. We've actually got our brother Jonathan coming back again on the 24th. He's going to be representing us. He's the Titan that will be representing or presenting some information as well. And then come the New Year's, we have in the New Year's, the first Wednesday of the New Year's, we have our brother Sankofa. coming into the studios to present some information. So if you want to hear, these brothers, please just subscribe down below. Just one click while you're listening right now. Just subscribe, keep up to date with us, see our past episodes and see our future episodes. But now I'm going to open it up to everybody else out there, and I want to know your honest opinion. Who do you think is most qualified to win this debate? Okay, most qualified to win this debate. Not your opinions, but who do you actually think, based upon their track record, based upon the information that they've been putting out there, who do you think will win this debate? Do you think that, Brother Jonathan from the Amon-Ra squad will tip the balance? I know Polight is an excellent, debater, but do you think Brother Jonathan may just tip the balance and make the Kemetic community win? Or do you think that the Hebrews will win based on their brother Nasi? Wow. Do you think Nasi's, is going to be the strong man to look out for? Who do you actually think is going to win this debate? I want to know, okay? So I'm going to open it up there. Brother Alvin, let me know, who do you think, which team has the strong points and has the weaknesses, and which one do you think will win this one? Brother Alvin.
I already know how this debate going to play out. I believe the Hebrew Israelites is going to win the topic of Israel stealing from Egyptian culture. They're going to win that one because the Israelite culture is so vastly different from Kemet. I mean, it's dramatically different. Now, the Kemet people, they're going to win as far as the science stuff because I can't prove a worldwide flood. I can't prove, people walking on water. So if they come with that, they might win that part of the debate. But the one thing that I'm actually scared of is this red herring of King James. King James has nothing to do with anything. He's just one of many people that translated the Hebrew text into English. I mean, there's people that do that now. So I don't know why Hebrew Israelites, a lot of them try to say, well, he's really a black man, he really wasn't gay. To me, I don't care. Like, if Adolf Hitler translated the original text into English, that has nothing to do with who were the authors of the original text. So, as far as this, the Bible is the white man's book, how can it be the white man's book if it wasn't written by white men? And they come with the red herring, well, white men translated it. Well, okay, well, I can go and look at the text myself to see if the white man's translation was correct. So, but what's going to happen with that is I hope the Israelites don't fall into the trap of trying to defend King James. Because if they do that, they're going to get blown out the water. That's pretty much it.
Wow. So you're saying, please, the Hebrew Israelite community, please, leave that King James alone. I'm in the UK right now, and I've seen the monarchy, and we can go back and check the records with the White Queen, Elizabeth, etc., King Henry, etc. Please, for your own sake, leave that King James alone. I am rocking with you, Hebrew Israelites out there. Kom Yasha'Allah. Let me repeat that again. Kom Yasha'Allah. Okay, please leave that alone. All right. I want to see a extraordinary debate, and I do not want to see this get sidetracked. I'm sorry to make people out there for putting this out there and letting them change their discourse, but no, don't come with that now, okay? Please don't do this. So, I'm going to open it up now to our brother Isa. Isa, who do you actually think will win this debate? How do you see this sliding? Do you think that the Hebrew Israelites have what it takes?
I definitely don't, really. Unfortunately, the Hebrew Israelites have been using the fact that our people are very familiar with the Bible already, and therefore it's kind of like, well, that's the kind of momentum that they jumped on. So the train was already moving from the Bible. They sort of, you know, jumped on it, and then the people already going in that direction. However, that's been falling and falling and falling, and people are becoming more into what can you actually prove, what makes sense. So based upon that, and what's been said beforehand through previous debates and stuff with YouTube and so on, and what they preach in the street, etc., I think in regards to particularly this debate where Brother Jonathan, he seems very well learned in Hebrew, will tear them to pieces, because all they really do in attacking Kemet is talking about things that they misinterpret to do with symbolism about homosexuality, and it's just about, well, what have you done? What's your track record? But it's really about the science that Kemet's teaching and the potential. Because at the end of the day, what we're seeing with the Hebrew Israelites is that I think they've more or less reached their zenith. They've more or less come to where they can go with whatever they were trying to do. And so more or less the only way for them now is down. You know what I mean? So, you know, inshallah, that hopefully Jonathan and the brothers will, you know, pull that out, you know, and lick them down straight away, you know what I mean? So that's me.
Thank you, Brother Issa. He said, boy, Jonathan and them boys gonna just lick them down. Oh gosh, oh gosh. They had science, all sorts. Okay, now, you know, I've heard so much from, you know, the pro Kemet side. I want to hear what our Hebrew Israelite brother has to say. Brother Panahisi, I want to know, what do you have to say about this? You know, who do you think is going to win this debate? And I know our brother Panahisi, he's a fair brother. He's a very fair brother, and he will give, you know, kudos where kudos is due. So please, brother Panahisi, let us know your thoughts.
My thoughts on the whole debate situation as a whole. You know, the Hebrews always been, well, I won't say always, ever since Sinetta stuck a camera in ISUPK's face with Polight and Sarasud Sadie when they went on a tirade last year, the Hebrews wasn't really even thinking about Kemet, or we didn't know about Brother Polight, we didn't know about any of these guys. So in that context, the debate should be the end of them attacking us and really trying to see what we're talking about. Not just saying what GMS is on the street screaming about. Talk to the real Hebrews that are in Africa right now, that are building communities and trying to uplift our people there. Those are the brothers, after this debate, those are the brothers they should try to build with, they should try to reach out to. When it comes to this debate that's coming up, it can go two ways. If any Hebrew try to attack Kemet when it comes to archaeology or something like that, you're gonna lose. Kemet is solid on archaeology and proof of whatever pretty much they want to say, right? When it comes to archaeology and knowledge, my problem is this: what's the practical application of all this knowledge, and how is it conducive to our liberation? What's the Kemetic liberation theology? What parts of that knowledge can we garnish and use to inspire each other to rise above oppression, like the Bible was used in the past by Marcus Garvey, by Khalid Muhammad, by Malcolm X? The list goes on.
Thank you, Brother Panahisi. Okay, so what can we use? What practical application can we take from Kemet and utilize? You know, Kemetic science, a lot of theoretical knowledge, but what can we take and make manifest in physical, practical life and our day-to-day life? You know what? This brother Panahisi has stumped our whole, you know, entourage of brothers with that question. What makes Kemetic science different from normal science? And I see a lot of brothers have been having trouble to answer that question right there. So I think, Hebrew Israelite community out there, if you want to win this debate, I think you need to come out with some out of the box style questions. Don't come with any normal questions, well, in Manetho's list it says this, but then when we go to Peter's list it says another thing, but there's it in an error, and there's so much penises or phalluses on the wall, so that means they're gay. No, please, do not come with that same redundant argument. Come correct, come different, think outside of the box. I want to see a world-class debate. Furthermore, a brother in here already has said they want to see a titanic debate. Okay, a titanic debate. This is Talk with the Titans, and I've been your host, Callum L. So please, we want to see a titanic debate. We want titans to be born, okay, and manifested, and to triumph on the stage. Please, give us something worthwhile. Okay, so now I'm actually going to pass it on now to our brother Israel Doctrine to give us his thoughts as well. Before I do that, I'm going to actually say, please subscribe down below. Press the subscribe button if you like what you're hearing. If you like what you're hearing, give us a big thumbs up. And I want to see some comments on the right hand side. I want you to let me know, who do you think is going to win this debate? What types of questions do you want to hear from the Hebrew Israelite community? Because so far it's saying that Kemet is on trial. Kemet is supposed to be on trial. What are you going to trial them on? Kemet is supposed to be the author of trials, the author of the scales of justice, the scales of Ma'at, So I think it's going to be very difficult to put the judge, the creator, the author of justice on trial. I don't know. You let me know. Can it be done? Or didn't Yah create justice and order in the world? Didn't he create good and evil? So isn't it him who is the author of justice? And the Hebrew Israelites, Danyaahla, are the progenitors, are the inheritors of true justice, truth and justice. So I want to know. Let me know out there, please. Leave your comments on the right hand side. Let us know, who do you think is going to win and who do you think has the upper hand? Brother Israel Doctrine, let us know your thoughts. Brother Israel Doctrine doesn't seem like he can respond at the moment. I'm going to open up the floor to Brother Israel Doctrine again. Brother Israel Doctrine, can you respond?
Yeah, somehow or another was stuck on mute. But it's been a handful of debates as people saying the Bible been on trial. Same way Danyaahla said about Polight them coming at the Bible and SETI and stuff. Dr. Mayat came at the Bible, and the title of that debate was "The God of the Bible, a Friend or Enemy?" And right, it came down to the fact, was he a friend or enemy to Africans, right? So in that debate, I brought out different things showing how, the God of the Bible do say that Egypt is my people, that he's the God of all flesh, and that, he basically come to bring salvation to mankind, quote unquote, the seed of Adam and Eve, as it passed down to the genealogy bloodlines that we all inherit today. So with Kemet being on trial, that's a good title, but if you see what Polight did, and this is what the brothers got to realize, that these titles hold a lot of weight in debate. He say, is Nile Valley consciousness or Bible teachings? Which one is best for our people? Now I say they did a bootleg Jack Amins and Kofa debate title, the best tool for the race. We know the title Jack Amins Kofa was supposed to do that debate. If he want to, we can still do it. I just had to get my money right. That's why I canceled the debate, because he canceled it, messed up my money. You know what I'm saying? So money is right now. Got a job, got to get things. So I say he pretty much bootleg Jack that title. Is the Bible the best tool for our liberation, or is Nile Valley science, right? And what they got to realize is that most of these guys do not claim to be Egyptians. They'll tell you that all day, and they'll even tell you, don't stick me in Egypt. right? So you have to watch how they gonna come with their game plan. Their game plan is to attack the 12 tribe charts, is to attack the characteristics of those Hebrew Israelites out of New York that said salvation is only for Israel. The hell with the African. Look, they got the thing in their nose and they done mark themselves up and they boo-boo and all of that. See, these are the things they gonna explore. But they could easily the video, they could easily do these things. This is why when Polight sat down with the guerrilla Hebrew, he started asking them about, you know, that the Egyptians raping the Israelites for 400 years, so therefore we Egyptians more than Israelites because we was raped down there equivalent to what the white man did here in America. And if you're going to use that analogy or that logic, you have to say, just as the white man, who people would say the Greeks and stuff was homosexuals, you know what I'm saying, raped the black man in America as well as the black woman, are you then going to say the Egyptians was equivalent in their males raping black males or the Israelite males as well as the females? So you find people that brings out talking points that's not relevant to, as Melchizedek said, our liberation, how to free us, or how to bring out the attributes of being godlike. No matter what you say, God, Netta, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The thing is to bring out justice, equality, and have a perfect balance. And as we were starting off this show before we got here, people want to talk about the God of the Bible just like Dr. Mayat and stuff, but the God of the Bible deal with polarity, the yin and the yang, good and evil, this and that. So you can't have a God, an individual, or nothing in this world from mystery lingo. If you are initiated into that system, then you know the polarities, good and evil, hot and cold. You have to deal with these things. I'm wrapping it up. So this is what you have to deal with. Polight is playing them, I believe. The Israelites can come out and prevail. That's if they peep game. That's all. They can, but I don't think they will if they don't peep game. I say Kemet would take it.
So Israelites, please peep game. All right. Listen, I'll tell you this from now. Polight knows how to peep game. God damn it. This young phenom, he's so slick. I know that's what all the Hebrews out there saying. Nah, this guy just a fast-talking, slick one. But damn, did you see the rebuttal that he gave to the Hebrew Israelites? Were you listening? Were you even able to catch where the Hebrew Israelites slipped up a few times and Polight was able to just come back real quick, and just tear it up? Did you see how he was able to just deconstruct what they were saying? Damn, brother Danyaahla, I want you to come back on this one, you know. Brother Lex, come back on this one, you know, because he peeped your game. I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm repping Hebrew Israelites, but I'm gonna tell you right now, he peeped your game. So I want to know, can you peep his game too? Can you peep his game? Can you come at him sideways? Can you come at him about his Nuwapian doctrine? Can you come at him about the fact that he was not speaking the Medunite language, but he was speaking Nuwapic, you know, an offshoot of Arabic, not the Medunite, when he said, no, this is not called the Book of the Dead. That's how I know that you're coming from somewhere else. It's called this. Were you able to peep game about that? Were you able to peep game that he was distracting you lot from the relevant points of the discourses and going off side angles to kind of bring down the other brothers? Were you able to peep those games? Were you able to peep all of the logical fallacies that our brother Polight was committing, and he commits regularly throughout his other debates? I don't think you are, you know. I don't know. I see he knows when he's spitting game, and he knows when other people are spitting game. But the thing is, I don't think the Hebrew Israelites actually are aware when that brother is spitting game. I believe our brother Divine Prospect, I know if Divine Prospect now is up on there, he will peep his game. I know he's on the team, but is he going to be fast enough to give that information over to his team members when they get tagged into the ring? You know, we're yet to see. So I'm going to invite everybody else. Please let us know your thoughts about this upcoming debate. Who do you think is going to win? You know, and who do you think is the strongest members on the teams. Okay, I'm going to open it up now to our brother Lion. He's been there for quite some time, just being humble, being quiet. I want to hear that Lion roar. Let's know your thoughts.
Hold on. You back? Can you hear me? Can
We
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you, brother.
All right. Hotep again. Yeah, gotta keep it humble. First of all, just to represent for the people that's in the debate, all of them. You know what I'm saying? The reactions that they're getting with all the scholarship that's going on, black people around the world are studying like they ain't never studied before. So big up all the debates, because like seeing who can run the fastest, who can jump the highest. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we build. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that both sides is studying so hard, you know what I'm saying? Black folks ain't never read like this. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? And then when you think about the different premises, you know what I'm saying? They try and keep it a little bit respectful when it's debate time, but when they out on the street, they get a little, they get a little out of hand. You know what I'm saying? But if we could start getting the debates as raw as they are, you know what I'm saying, without the disrespect between the two sides, where it really is nation building, you know what I'm saying, amongst everybody, you feel me? Now we're not talking about who's right and who's wrong. It's just about, you know what I'm saying, it'll be just about opinions. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, you might be damned to hell if you don't believe what I'm doing, and you and your people is the worst and your ancestors is the worst. Like, from both sides, you know what I'm saying? That's disrespect. And you're not going to tolerate nobody disrespecting your mom, so don't disrespect nobody else's grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, if both sides can get to that point, man, this whole debate thing will take it to a whole different level for us, for real. Black power.
A whole different level. I'm not even gonna lie. This, I can see the conscious level of the people out there just constantly rising and rising and rising and rising. Okay, this information that's just been coming out is forcing us, is compelling us to go back into the books, go back into the scriptures, not just taking the English translation of the scriptures, but actually learning the language, learning the Hebrew, learning the Madunita, learning all these languages, learning the Arabic also, learning the Koine Greek, and to be able to suitably deduce and decipher the language to get the full context and meaning of what is going on. This science is called hermeneutics, if anybody isn't aware, and it's kind of understanding the culture and everything surrounding it to know what the scriptures themselves are saying. But you know what I want to know? I want to know, please let me know out there. I want everybody out there right now who's listening in, first and foremost, just press the thumbs up button if you're liking what you're hearing, because it's about to get real exciting. All right, just press the like button. Let us know that you love what we are doing. It feels so good to know that you are appreciating us. But I want to know, what killer question would you put out there to the Kemetic community? What would be your one? Just one. I just want one killer question that you would put forth to the Kemetic community that you think will just stomp them. Do a polite on everybody, just leaving them gobsmacked. Like, what is that one thing? I'm gonna open that up. Actually, let that simmer. What is that one thing? If you had one question, just one question to ask the Kemetic community, what would it be? Please leave your comments to the left-hand side, or the right-hand side, should I say, and let us know. I'm going to open it up now to Brother Alvin. What would be that one question that would stump the Kemetic community?
Man, I got a question, and I want somebody to really answer this for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to pull out no scripture, but let's understand what monotheism was around the time of Isaiah, okay? It was a weird, bizarre thing. There was other cultures that were monotheistic, but monotheism was bizarre. Most of the world was, polytheistic. But Isaiah made a prophecy, okay? He made a prophecy. And I'm going to read this, Isaiah 19:21. Thus saith Yahweh, will make himself known to Egypt, and the Egyptians will know the Lord in that day. They will even worship with sacrifice and offering. Now I'm going to ask you a question. When you go to Egypt today, what God do they worship? The God of Abraham. Coptic Christians and Muslims. Isaiah made this prophecy almost 3,000 years ago. So my question is this. Why would I follow the ways of the defeated? It's not that I'm not leaving my mother. My mother has passed away. The Egyptian language, culture, traditions, gods are dead. They're deceased. 50% of the world worships my God, the God of Abraham. Horus, Set, all of them, maybe only 0.5% of occultists. We're white boys that, you know, do world little magic things, while my God reigns supreme. So my question is, why would I go to the ways of the defeated? The Greeks defeated Egypt, and then the Muslims came down there, and now they worship the God of Abraham. I'm with the winners.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This brother's open up the wormhole right now. He's saying, listen, our scriptures, our Hebrew Israelite scriptures have prophecies. And our prophecies prophesied that the Kemetic community, the Egyptians, will worship our deity. And the prophecy has come to pass. You know, the Egyptians are worshiping the God of Abraham. Why? Why now will I go to the defeated? Why would I go to the camp that's been defeated? Why not stay with the winners? Why not stay with the scriptures that has prophesied this? Oh gosh. Oh,
Can I tackle that?
1 second. Kemet has passed. Kemet has died. It's completely gone. But guess what? This show is called Talk with the Titans. Okay? So we already know that gods, they come and they go. But the Titans will always come back and be resurrected. Clash of the Titans, Talk of the Titans. Listen, we're going to have a debate series called Clash of the Titans, where all the leading Titans get together and have the debates. We usually have our debates off screen, but very shortly, very soon, we're going to start having our debates live on air, where you can see Titans. I'm talking about the intellectual giants of our community. I'm talking about those that have the greatest sphere of influence in our community. I'm talking about those that knowledge surpasses the regular man. We're talking about these supreme beings. Those ones have been resurrected or rise to that, or risen to that living perpendicular, that are ready to give forth this knowledge and to rise, or to give rise to other Titans. Damn, we're gonna have Clash of the Titans. It's gonna be powerful. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, so Titans, I'm not gonna tell you to stand up, because you're already standing, you're risen already. So Titans, it's time to now impart your knowledge to the rest of the world and give forth these discourses. Okay, I'm going to open up now. So I know that there's a brother out there that's ready to speak. And you know what? We need to start getting sisters on the show. So please, sisters, I know you're watching in right now. Please leave your comments. Let us know what you think, and let us know what sisters you would like to have on the show. Let us know if you would like to be featured on the show as well. Okay? So please, okay, brother, open it up to you. What do you have to say?
Yeah, this is Brother Patah once again. First of all, let me smash some of these dung cakes. There is no mystery God. And the brother that just spoke, that talked about Isaiah, and I think it was Isaiah and the prophecy. First of all, give me a date, and then how are you going to speak about that date when Israel was already supposedly a nation in the Old Testament, and then go back to Kemet and try to line that up? Come on. And secondly, I wanted to give my opinion on whether or not Kemet could win this debate. Kemet has all the ammo, and all we have to do is bring forth the knowledge correctly. And I agree that our brother Sarah Sutanseti You know, even though I make no excuses for him, even though he may have almost missed his flight, been a little rattled by getting there late, and other things, being in the den of wolves. But you know, I still think if the knowledge stands for itself, but you still have to bring it to the people. So, you know, if you want to sit, I don't want the slander to come out. I mean, you can shoot your shots. You know, I said dung cakes. You know, I might want to say Underoos or Power Rangers. You know, you can shoot your shots, but don't get disrespectful. But don't lay down and be a, you know, I don't want to say, you know, too much on the radio, on the show, because children might be listening. But you know, stand up and be a titan and handle that business.
That's it. Be a titan. Whoa. Okay. So we're seeing. I'm not. Brother just let us on the shots. They just let us on the shots talking about Power Rangers. What Ranger are you? Red Ranger, Black Ranger? Some Rangers are looking like Pink Rangers. Damn, this brother is firing shots. But I'm sure that our Hebrew Israelites community is going to start firing back those shots. You know, with brothers dressing up in skirts, wearing eye makeup. Damn, Kemetic community, y'all need to check yourselves. All right. So now, I'm going to open it up now to Lord Abba. Lord Abba, I want to know if you had a killer question to deliver to the Kemetic community. No, furthermore, I want to know your killer question to the Kemetic community, and I want you to let us know your killer question that you will give to the Hebrew Israelite community. But in particular, I want you to call out Brother Tazaria, because I see that Brother Tazaria talking a whole heap of shh. And I see Brother Gorilla Hebrew going at you as well. So I want to know, what do you have to say to these two brothers, first and foremost, and what kind of questions do you have for the Kemetic community?
Islam, can you hear me, brother?
Islam, I can hear you.
Okay, man, I got a lot of questions for the Kemetic community. It's hard to think of one specifically, but if it was one, based on my research, it would be how could they deny the connection between Islam and ancient Egypt? That would be one of the main questions. How do you deny that? You know, brothers like Wesley Muhammad has put out mounds of actual research backing up these claims. I've read a book by a man named Okasha El-Dali called Egyptology, the Missing Millennium, where there's so much information that connects the two systems, with the only difference being that Islam, as the brother said earlier, he made an excellent point about the monotheistic God of Abraham. You know, and that's what Islam brought. It brought the monotheistic deity, if you will, into the equation. But systems of learning and all of these different things remain the same. Education, high sciences, mathematics, the Moors, in North Africa and Spain. I mean, we don't need to go back over that history. It's very, very well known. So that would be my question to the Kemetic community. How can you ignore and deny? Let me add deny in it. Ignore and deny the connection between Islam and ancient Egypt. And again, we still have to deal with the context, the time frames, excuse me. My question to the Hebrew brothers, I have many questions. Many questions. And it centers around the Moabites and the Ammonites. It centers around Canaan. It centers around the people that are called the enemies of Israel in the Bible, namely Amorites or Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, Girgashites, the people of Gebal, the people that are called confederate against thee. I have done hours of research that shows and proves that these were ancient Moorish tribes, or what some of you would like to call black, or to my Kemetic family, African tribes. I mean, without a doubt, So, I mean, I have a lot of questions in that regard, and I would love to come on the show one day and debate Guerrilla Hebrew and people like maybe Carl Albert. I don't know. Tazariak's not going to come on the show. I've been calling Tazariak out for a while now. These are the type of people that throw rocks while they're running. They throw the rocks backwards. They make claims, and then when you address the claims, they try to accuse you of somehow chasing them all over Facebook and going on tirades. I just deal with the information. My research, I won't speak for me, but based on what others have said is impeccable, and my research speaks for itself. So whenever, whenever Tazariak, especially Tazariak, want to get it in, and then I got my debates with my Kemite people, Polight. I would love to go at Polight and just like these guys are easy. They could get me on the entertainment value. So if y'all come with y'all tap dancing shoes on, y'all gonna win the debate. But when it comes to information, I'll slay every last one of you. Period.
Hey! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Lord Abba in the house. Islam, 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 Islam. Damn, Tazariak. Hey yo, Tazariak. I'm getting real close to this camera right now. Tazariak, if you're out there and you're listening in, our brother Lord Abba has just called you out. Stop running away. No, stop it, stop it, stop it. I heard that ISUPK, ain't never scared. They stand their ground. But our brother Lord Abba has been calling you out for some time now. And I've been checking it. I've been seeing that you've been ducking, you've been dodging. Please, stand up, man. Stand firm, man. Man up. I want to see this debate. Lord Abba versus the Hebrew Israelites. Myself, I want to see this. I know our brother Guerrilla Hebrew is more than ready for this. I spoke to brother Guerrilla Hebrew yesterday, and he's saying, damn, I can't wait to get into this ring. Hurry up, Callum, hurry up. Let's set up this clash of the titans. Let's set up. I'm ready to jump in the ring and debate with anybody. Like the lion he is. So let it be known. I know our brother Israel Doctrine, he's there, he's listening right now, and I know he's got some words to say. But I do not want to sway this away from the main event, February the 8th. Oh my gosh, Kemet on trial, Hebrew Israelites versus Kemet. Please, everybody stand up. All right, Israel Doctrine, you're open right now. Just open up your mic. Go ahead. Your mic is muted. Your mic is muted at the moment. Just press
okay.
The mic.
I'm good now. Me and Lord Abba was supposed to have that debate earlier this year.
Hold on 1 second. One second, brother Carl. 1 second. I would just like to let everybody know. I just checked the time. We're actually running down. We've got less than 15 minutes ahead of us. So, please, if you're liking what you're hearing so far, please give us a big thumbs up, or just subscribe. If you want to hear more of the Titans. We've got Asar Imhotep coming up next on Friday. We've got brother Jonathan coming up also, and then we also have brother Sankofa that's going to be in the studio. And you heard it anyway. You heard it live right here first, that our brother Lord Abba is going to be passing through to give us some information, and you don't know we're going to have to set up this debate between him and a Hebrew Israelite. Maybe even 2-3 Hebrew Israelites has to go up against this brother, because his work is phenomenal. All right, so now I'm going to give it back to you, brother Israel Doctrine. Let us know what you have to say.
Yeah, he said my name too, so don't leave me out the mix. Maybe he'll go and give me that debate. But let's get back to Kemet on trial. Now, like I said, it's been a lot of attacks on the Bible and this and that, but y'all got to realize that truly what Sashmu was saying, if that's how you say his name, I don't really care for that name. But anyway, if you really look at it, they wanna deal with the fact that them brothers on the street corner has been going at them hard with their 12 tribe chart and things of that nature, and other people that call themselves Africans in New York. And that's really what this debate is about. And that's what it's always been about. Even when you deal with the Ra Squad, this and that, and what Unc used to do by putting up the propaganda machine, that these New York Israelites basically are all the be all of Israelites. That's not true. Like Melchizedek said, he with another fashion, and then you got African Israelites, Ethiopian Israelites, and then you have Israelites out of Chicago like the Israel of God, the House of Jacob, the Church of Israel. Me myself, I come out of those type camps, and no one ever, said damn the Africans or that they was this, that, and the other. So as Polight saying, this is the all of be all and this is the last showdown, but unless you deal with both sects or all the perspectives of Israelites, meaning having all the camps there, then you cannot shut up Israel, because all don't believe the same or hold the same, like Danyaahla was saying. He even told Brother Reggie, if you've seen the video, that during the debate with Dr. Mayat and my stance on salvation for all, even the Africans, if they repent and come under the commonwealth of Israel, move on down the road instead of sticking to their mother breast, that salvation can come unto them also from the God of Israel. But most of them don't believe that. Even the ones that do believe that, they haven't stood on it since I stated it. I got a lot of flack from the community. I also call out Gorilla Hebrew on that, Tazariak on that, as well as Shakka War on that, because that's a prevalent thing when dealing with the rest of the world, that at the end of the day, salvation is what we should be striving for. As if you could do me a favor, just give me a little time. I'm gonna put up this Dr. Mayat PowerPoint that I got, and I'm gonna go to one point that I want to bring out to show people. It's Georgie and James.
Okay.
Somebody say something?
Okay, a little bit later on you can do that. For now, we have to move swiftly on. Okay, now I'm here, and I'm saying this. Okay, if I had a killer question to ask the Kemetic community, what would it be? What would be that killer question that I would ask the Kemetic community? I don't know if our brothers could answer this though. I would like the Kemetic community to let me know that how will the Kemetic information change, transform my life as the Hebrew Israelite doctrine has given me discipline, has given me structure, has given me order in my life. How does the Kemetic community, what does the Kemetic community have to offer me to transform my life? That's what I would like to know. So I'm going to open that up right now to our brother Jonathan, and let me know, how can the Kemetic community or the Kemetic sciences transform my life for the better, not for the worse?
Oh, that's a very good question. I'm glad to be here to answer. And I think a few people must think that that's some type of showstopper question. I heard it, Pity Bar, good brother, I think his name is Alvin, and a few other people. But first and foremost, that depends on the condition of your life. What state you're in now. We'll take that from a person who is following the Hebrew teachings correctly. Now, first of all, I'm not even one to try to get everybody to throw away what they're doing. I'm just here to defend against erroneous claims made against Nubia and Kemet. But let's just say this. The overall day-to-day application you get from biblical studies boils down to the principle of repentance. Like I said this before, if you do, because we know we have to have the ability to make our mistakes, correct? And so this is wound up into the theory of repentance, where if you do make a mistake, you can repent and wipe the slate clean and still be in the same normal standings. We find a little different teaching following Ma'at, or the principles of truth, coming from Kemetic culture, where you would have to, and I'm always simplifying because actually these are very specialized studies that take years to even get the heightened understanding of what they were meant to relay. But on a simple level, to challenge the theory of repentance, I don't live my life that way. I don't believe if I mess up, I could wipe the slate clean by praying to something that might not be there. What was taught to me was I am supposed to do equal or even more so that my contributions could outweigh the wrong that I have done before times. You see what I'm saying? And that's just a simple answer to that one question, like how could the information help your life? So if you basically, let's say you were an assailant of some horrible crime and you were ready to go out and do that tomorrow. Well, your spiritual principle tells you the day after tomorrow you could repent and that horrible crime is wiped off the slate. That hasn't worked for black people. Our jails are filled up with black Christians, and we need to address that. Show me someone who follows Kemetic principles that's out here banging in the streets. That's what you need to show me.
Thank you, Brother Jonathan. Wow, okay. So our Brother Jonathan says he does not have that complex. He doesn't have that, remorseful complex, or what's the word for it? I'm losing my words right now. But he doesn't have that where resentfulness. I've committed a sin. Oh me, oh my. God is going to punish me. He doesn't have that something goes wrong in his life. He knows full well how to, rectify that situation, make that situation right, and even amplify things for the better if he has affected anybody in a wrongful way. So that there is quite a very interesting concept that is completely, from my perspective so far, it looks like a different concept than the Hebrew Israelite concept. So now, I would actually say to my Hebrew Israelite community, because I've got a question for the Hebrew Israelite community. I know I'm going a bit off on a tangent right now, but I want to know this. Hebrew Israelite community out there, I know our brothers have taken the time out to learn the Maduniter, the Meduniter. They've taken their time out to read the pyramid text, the coffin text, the book of the dead, the book of the gates, the book of the Amaduat, the book of the earth, the book of the day, etc., etc., the litany of etc., etc., etc. Our brothers has read all of these texts. Our brothers have studied the Meduniter with over 700 to 1,000 glyphs. Okay. And they've memorized a whole heap of this information. They've deciphered and decoded the hieroglyphs straight from the source materials themselves. They've been to the museums. They've been to Egypt. They've been all these different to all these different places to see and to gather these primary texts. I would like to know, have you done the same thing with your Hebrew text? Were you able to read the Septuagint? Were you able to read the primary text, the Masoretic text? Were you able to read the other primary texts, the Dead Sea Scrolls? Were you able to read all of these things and to compare and contrast and to decipher and decode the true meaning of this itself? Next, I would like to know, if you've done all of those things, were you in a position, or have you been in a position to now study the other side of the argument? Because it's all good, it's all well and good to know one side of the argument, but were you able to study the other side of the argument? Were you able now to go into the text and study the Egyptian text, not just in the English, but learn the Meduniter? Because I know a lot of these brothers from the Kemetic community. Brothers, please, if your mics are open, please mute your mics, okay? So I know our brothers from the Kemetic community, most of them have grown up either being Hebrews or Muslims or whatever the case may be, and they fully understand the Hebrew. I know our brother Jonathan, he understands the Hebrew. He reads the Hebrew. But they also read the Meduniter. So I would like to know, Hebrew Israelites out there, do you understand your own text, and have you now taken time to study the Meduniter? And I would have to say, I have to warn you, if you've only had 2 months to prepare to study the Meduniter, I don't think you're going to get it. You have over 1,000 glyphs to memorize. So I would like to know, has the brothers looked at both sides of the arguments, or are they just taking one side as gospel? So I'm going to open that up there for you as a little taster of my mind. You don't have to answer that question here, but if you would like to leave a comment on the right-hand side, right-hand side. This is actually my left-hand side, but I know when it comes up on your screen, it's the right-hand side. So please leave your comments. Let us know, okay? Have you taken your time out to learn both sides of the arguments, as the Kemetic community has taken time out to learn both sides of the arguments? I think this is where the Kemetic community may just have an upper hand right there. All right, but as I said, we're actually rounding down the show. We're actually reaching to the end of the show right now, and I'm going to open it up for any last questions or comments, out there.
Can I put this PowerPoint up right quick?
Hold on one second. In YouTube land, if you have anything to say, please let
Heck
us know.
no.
Let us know. And please, panelists, let us know what are your dying thoughts, what are your last thoughts that you have to say right here. Afterwards, we're going to actually open it up, as we do, to have some miniature debates. But I apologize, everybody out there in YouTube land, this is kind of like, you have to be part of the clique. You have to have the Google Hangouts link. If you want the link, just join. We've got a group called Talk with the Titans on Facebook. Join Talk with the Titans. Speak to the members in there. They are the first ones to be given the link to join in. So if you want this link to join into future shows, go to the group Talk with the Titans on Facebook, and you will have first dibs. On there, you'll be able to talk with the Titans themselves. You'll be able to speak with people like Gorilla Hebrew, people like Divine Prospects, people like Dr. Ali Muhammad, people like Lord Abba, Ross Squad, Jonathan Owens, Real Black Atheist, Polight, Sankofa, there's a whole heap list of Titans that are on there. So if you would like to join and to actually interface with the Titans themselves, they post some very interesting things as well. So if you'd like to interface, please just join that group. You'll be given the first dibs to cast in the Google Hangouts, and you'll be able to hear our lengthy discourses and debates. Okay, so please, join that group, subscribe to us, and give us a big thumbs up if you're liking what we have to say. So I'm going to open it up now. I can see Brother Israel Doctrine wants to jump in. So Israel Doctrine, we're literally, your time is very short. So jump in real quick and say what you have to say.
Okay, I just want to show this. If you could bring it up, because I think your screen is the main screen. I just want to show this PowerPoint.
Can I ask, what does this have to do with Kemet on trial, bro?
Because I'm talking about salvation, and we're talking about salvation. We're going to George.
That ain't got nothing to do with Kemet on trial.
Let me do my thing. You're breaking into my cipher. You're breaking into my cipher. Stop that. Don't be an anus. Follow the rules.
All right, Brother Israel Doctrine, be very quick. You have 30 seconds to make your case.
Well, I just speak on it because they became anus real quick and broke all the rules and law. Y'all need to get some mayat about yourself and your Kundalini chakra and stuff. Keep it right, bro.
20 more seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, we talking about salvation, and Jim James said that's where salvation conversation started at in Egypt or Kemet, right? And so, therefore, we done took the salvation conversation to another level. And most people don't want to deal with that. So if we're not talking about salvation and reconciliation for our souls, then what are we talking about? Jonathan just asked the question on the side, can you ask for repentance on your last day? Or when you get ready to die? Yes, you can, but will the Lord hear that? That's the thing that we got to deal with, and they're afraid to deal with things like that. They start crying like little girls when I start talking. Pull your panties up and quit acting crazy.
Thank you, Brother Israel Doctrine.
Can I address that? Please?
Hold on, Patal. You're going to be able to address that real shortly. I'm going to open it up now to Brother Alvin. Give us your last remarks, please. Your mic is muted, so if you have the opportunity to unmute your mic.
Unmute. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I want to address the salvation thing. We got to understand where sin derives from. It comes from archery. It's not about messing up and you replenish the next day. It's about, okay, I missed the mark of perfection today. I'm aiming for that bullseye. when you miss that mark, that's called a sin. It comes from archery. So the next day, I'm not going to discourage about my imperfections about yesterday. I want to improve myself. You know what I'm saying? So I got a new start. It's not like, okay, I messed up, so this is a get out of jail free card. Because Yah sees that in your heart, and he reads your heart. So if you just sinning and thinking that, hey, I can pray and it'll go away, that's not going to stand when you go before judgment. So it's about hitting that mark of perfection. That's why it says you're born in sin. It's not like you're born terrible. It's just you're born imperfect. And through life.
Thank you, brother Alvin. We are literally running short of time. We have to close it up. So please, last remarks from our brother, Lord Abba. Let us know your thoughts. Please keep it on topic about the Kemetic debate.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, Islam. Yeah, I think that the debates are important. My thing is, what is the overall outcome? Nobody is speaking about, okay, what are we going to do after this? After we prove Kemet wrong or on how to keep the best part and leave the bad parts. These are the things that concern me with the debates, and that's the only reason why I push for the debates. We trying to do some real big things, and I want to stress that I push for debates so that we can come have a solution after the debates are over. If it's not solutions oriented, that's what I came to listen for. The solutions. Historians are components of nations, and we need our historians, but we're gonna need y'all in other ways. You know, I of course I can't get into it too deep right now, but that's how I just wanted to close it out. Solutions. What is the solution after the debate? Peace.
Peace. Thank you, Lord Abba. So what are the solutions? What are the learning outcomes? What can we learn from these debates? And what can we take from these debates to push forward? That is a beautiful thing right there. You know, so I would like all of us to be future thinking. Let's be future thinking, and let's think, what can we take from these debates, this upcoming debates, Hebrew Israelite debate versus the Kemetic debate? What can we take from it? What can we use to push ourselves forward? I'm not talking about individually, I'm talking about collectively. How can we collectively move forward? Can we gain some type of respect, some type of understanding, some type of compassion for our brothers and sisters that's sitting or standing on the other side of the fence? I would love to see, you know, we start dedicated as a people to keep us pushing and moving forward. Brother Panahisi, I know you're there.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
you're part of the Hebrew war machine. What are your last closing remarks you have for us about this February the 8th debate, Hebrew Israelites versus Kemet, you know, Kemet on trial? Let us know. What are your closing remarks?
All right, let me be real quick. I wanted to first publicly apologize to my brother Lord Abba because we had a falling out over a topic. And Lord Abba, no, I always bang for Islam when the Hebrews come against Islam. But about the debate, hopefully after the debate, I know Brother Jonathan is going to bring, I hope he's going to bring the information that shows the unity that the Hebrews and the brothers and sisters of Kemet had back in those days, and how the Hebrews were vassal kings to Kemet and they were working together. I hope he shows that history to let the Hebrews know that our ancient forefathers didn't view Kemet the way they're trying to view it today. And hopefully after that, like I said, we can move on and they can build with the brothers that's trying to push for Africa and leave the Hebrews that want to bang on Africa behind at the debate.
Thank you, brother Panahisi. I'm going to open it up now. For real, I would love to see that whole unifying talk. I'd like us to see how the Hebrews and the Egyptians worked hand in hand together. You know, just like in the days of Moses when they used to work hand in hand together, just like in the days of Jacob going into Egypt working hand in hand together, just like in the days of Abraham where they worked hand in hand together. So that would be a wonderful thing if the brothers can show how they were unified at one stage in time. And let's not take one simple story and blow it out of proportion, and that causes some type of rift and conflict with us. So now I'm going to open it up now to our brother Patar. Brother Patar, are you there? Please give us your closing remarks.
Peace. I'm here. Yeah, I'm not even going to go on the rant about that PowerPoint, but all I would say is I would not want us to, as a Kemetic community, all respect to Smash Rock, Rap God, Brother Jonathan. I would say maybe not to use so many attestations, but use some. But meet the people where they are. Reach the crowd. Give the information. And I think, like I said, just like when Sister Mayat beat up the brother in her debate, when she pulled out the Christian religion and how it was used, and we were hung and beaten, and if you can use imagery like that, I think that will be another dagger to smash on the debate. So, but I just leave y'all with encouraging words. I want to see the debate. I'm gonna get on. I'm down here in South Carolina, but definitely gonna get online and pay for my online ticket. So I mean, we need to go ahead and support the brothers. And definitely my last word would be, if there was a way that we could unify and come together against a common cause or oppressor, that would be the ultimate goal.
Thank you, brother Shesman Patar. I'm gonna open it up now real quickly to brother Lion. Please, we've only got a few more seconds left in the show, so please, brother Lion, let us know. Your mic is muted. Just press on mute.
Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right. Black Power Rangers family. I just wanted to say one last thing about the debate. You know what I'm saying? It's called, it's Kemet on trial or whatever. Dealing with the different principles. I just wanted to quote a Bible verse real quick. You know what I'm saying? Romans 13:1 and 2. If we're dealing with putting things on trial, like I said, Kemet has been on trial since back in the time when the Bible was written, and that knowledge has been hidden. It's now being regained, and we're trying to come to a point where it can help us in our liberation movement. But my question dealing with that Bible verse would be, according to that, shouldn't we still be under the Kemetic law anyways? And I'll just leave y'all with that. Peace and Black Power.
Peace and Black Power. Thank you for that. Brother Carbon, are you there? Brother Carbon. Okay. I'm going to open up now to Brother Isa. Please, Isa, give us your last closing remarks. Okay, Brother Isa is not there.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, basically, I just hope that the brothers of the Kemet side really put this to bed, because there's been several debates and they're still talking as though the Israelite side are talking as though they're the ones that have won all the debates, as though they're the ones that really got the solutions to the problems. So hopefully this will just be put to bed at this point in time.
Thank you, Brother Isa. And please don't forget to go on to WordPress Rap God, and you will find all the information for the Magi, the vanguards of Kemet. If you want to fund our brother, Brother Jonathan, on his GoFundMe account, the Magi's, please, Brother Jonathan, just leave us with your Magi GoFundMe account information, please.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Thanks for the opportunity again, and thank all of y'all for the dialogue and all the listeners. It is Magi Research at GoFundMe. That's GoFundMe.com/Magi Research. And one thing I want to let y'all know that I will do at the debate for my Moorish brothers and for my brother Lord Abba, I will prove that there is, let's say, some Kemetic science in the Quran. So you might want to come out for that, okay? And for some of my Hebrew brothers who ain't too adversarial, I'm also going to prove that when the Magi came forward, it was always to protect you, you know what I'm saying? As well as putting all of these pseudo claims to bed about Kemetic sexuality. I wrote a book on it, and so they're going to literally be talking to the man who wrote the book. And the book will be available at the debate on February 8th. So I'd like to thank y'all for the support. Any other supporters out there is GoFundMe.com Magi Research.
Ooh, you heard it from our brother Jonathan. That's my Sinai. I've told you 128 times before. Remember, I've told you 613 times before. This is my brother. This is my sinner right here. Go to his GoFundMe account, Magi, and you heard it. Kemetic science inside of the Quran. The Magi's came and helped the Hebrews how many times? Personally, I think it was the Magi yet again that came up into Egypt and helped out our Coptic Christians or Coptic communities with our brothers, giving them Islam. But that's my personal opinion. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. We'll see what happens later on, because we're gonna have these debates going on. We're gonna have Lord Abba, fighting his case. We're gonna have Guerrilla Hebrew fighting his case. We're gonna have Israel Doctrine fighting his case. We're gonna have so many brothers on fighting their case. All right. But you know what? I'm going to tell everybody now, please leave your comments on the right-hand side. Let us know what you like about the show, what you dislike about the show, and give us some feedback. How can we improve the show? We really like to hear your feedback. You already know, if you give us any feedback or leave us any comments, we always respond real quickly to you. We're always grateful for all your comments, all your support, all of your thank you messages. Like, I receive thank you messages and new ads every day, and I respond to everybody. I've got other team members that are there responding and being grateful for all your support. So thank you yet again. So please just press the subscribe button down below if you want to stay in tune with all upcoming shows. We've got Asar Imhotep, the Grandmaster Linguist, founder of the Madu Endela Institute. He'll be passing in the studios Friday the 19th, discussing linguists or the African language and its correlation to the Bible, how it can better help us understand the biblical concepts. We have Brother Jonathan coming back, Amon Ra Squad, Up Magi Arrows, coming into the studio Wednesday the 24th. Remember, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have got Brother Sankofa coming in the first week of January as well. We've got Brother Danyaahla as well coming into the studios again in the near future. We've got Brother Lord Abba coming in again in the near future. So please, the Titans are standing up. They're risen. They're here to just come on. Just come into the Facebook group. You get to interface with the Titans live as well. All right. So please just press the subscribe button down below if you want to stay in tune with what we have to say. Give us a big thumbs up if you like everything. But right about now, I'm going to have to apologize. I'm going to have to press the shutdown button where you can't hear and can't see what's going on. But we already know. We already know. Israel Doctrine is in the building. We've got Brother Jonathan in the building. We've got Lord Abba in the building. We've got Brother Asa in the building. So come on. Patah in the building. We already know what's going to happen. We're going to have some fiery discourses and debates. It's going to go on till early hours in the morning. So if you want to be in tune and you want to know what's going on and you would like to be on the panel, please just subscribe to us and I'll send you the link. When anybody jumps out or taps out, because this is the Royal Rumble right here, anybody taps out, I'm going to tag you in to come in. All right? So this has been Talk with the Titans, where the Titans talk and the audience participate, and I have been your host, Callum L. Amon-Ra squad up. Magi arrows shooting. Everybody support our brothers, Hebrew Israelites in the UK. Stand up. Everybody worldwide, Australia, Belgium, Holland, stand up. We've got everybody all around the Europe. Please stand up. I see your support. Thank you. Anyway, this has been Talk with the Titans. I've been your holding out.